Let's talk about the three hidden forces and talk about not seeing the enemy.
Yeah. So, they dovetail together, I think, really nicely. So, just in the work, I'm not a therapist. I don't work with people on therapy. I work with people on performance, which is about helping someone to advance forward towards some goal, some milestone. But peak performance is not only advancing towards the goal and the milestone, but it's also enjoying the process along the way. But in that kind of navigating between the 6 inches of people's ears and, digging around in there, you're going to find little soft spots with people. And the three kind of biggest categories of them that I came across was one, just past traumas, just things that happened to you that were very traumatic. It was easy for me to be sensitive to those things as a young kid that came through some really tough stuff. When I was 12, I had a phenomenal family, but at a church camp when I was 12 years old, 2 men sexually abused, raped me over the course of a couple of days. And that just, ruined sort of my psychological world. And I kept it secret for over close to 30 years until I finally resolved it and got rid of it. So because it was so kind of high on my meter, I could detect it fast with a lot of athletes that they were driven by something that was coming from a very dark place. And so that's one of the places. Another one is tribal narratives. And this goes back to that core driver's layer, where sometimes we don't even realize that we're acting through the story of what we think it means to be a black person in this context, or a Jewish person, or a woman, or an immigrant coming in, or what it means. Like, I need to be a police officer. Like, we take on these associations, and a lot of times it traps us. Like, that's not really what we're about. Like, I don't feel like I'm limited because of the fact I'm an immigrant, or I don't feel like I should be limited because of, the color of my skin or something. But some people are going to take that on. They're going to let it rule them. Now, that isn't denying that there are some things that are very much in the environment, but you can either try to, I think Dr. Phil is the one who said this, and it's one of his great contributions to the world, which is, you can either decide to rule your own world, or you can try to get everyone else on the psychologist's couch and try to treat them until your world is fine. But good luck with the second option, kind of thing. Yeah. And so tribal narratives, just like, because you use a label, like, I'm a farm kid. I'm a farm kid. Is that label hurting you, or is it helping you? Like, just asking yourself, just questioning these labels and making sure that they're serving you in a powerful way is important. And then the third one is imposter syndrome. Truly, it's become a bit of a buzzword now, which is unfortunate because people have kind of linked it to it meaning many things. It really only means two things. The imposter syndrome at its core means two things. One, you excusing away any successes that you've had in your life to dumb luck, accident, of course it was supposed to happen, that sort of thing. Okay. And then the other side of it is you truly being concerned, even though you're competent at something, that you're going to be found out, that the world is going to come at your door and they're going to knock on it and they're going to tell you that you're not as good as you think that you are, right? Like, that's something that some people do battle, and it ends up driving people towards procrastination, avoidant behavior. All three of these things drive people towards those things. Now, like I said, I'm not a therapist. I don't have the skills to help you overcome those things. And I'm not denying that you shouldn't go and get those things solved for you with a qualified professional or, some tool to help you do that. But because I'm working with people who still need to go out onto the field and perform, I need to give them tools to help do that. And the alter ego is a great way. And in fact, using the concept of naming the enemy, because if you just use your own circular conversation in your own head, you think it's you that's having this, like, you're beating yourself up, right? But looking at that negative conversation that you have, or whatever you might be doing, the self-doubt, and giving it a name and finding someone in your past to link it towards. Or really, because the other side of this is you can use someone else, but in the end, the most mature side of you is going to go, it's really me. And it's truly the ego. It's the ego within. But I want to give it a name, because just subconsciously, consciously, the moment we give form and substance to something, the moment we name it, the moment we give it a shape, now we can handle it. We can deal with it. I can talk back to it. I I can call it a name in my own head and tell it to go to the sidelines because it's not going to serve you right now. It's super powerful because most people just have this, I call it the merry-go-round effect in their own head. It just keeps on going around and around and around.